Really.
Alright, we are, I have just started recording. This is Scorp. We are going to be focusing on a couple of things today as a refresher course, for myself and Kayla, and, Zeno, if he's still flying around. We're going to be dealing with the block checking to see who places things down, and we're going to be dealing with quarries, refreshing on how to make quarries, which is also something, Xenos, that you're probably going to need to know as well. I don't know if you can use structure blocks, but maybe. But, so that's what we're going to focus on. Alright, so the first thing we're going to focus on is the checking log blocks. You do that with the command CO inspect. This is our current command. That allows you to left click. I'll do CO inspect, get myself. If you left click a block, preferably with a blank hand, and when you have the inspector active, it will tell you who placed it, how long ago, etc. Right clicking does something else. If I remember correctly, if you left click a chest, for instance these two chests in front of us, if you left click a chest, it will tell you who placed the chest. If you right click the chest, it will tell you who messed around with the inside of the chest. One is called block data and the other is called something else, entity data or something like that. And so the right click and left click allows you to do that. That is, of course, instead of using the bedrock, which we had log block, and now we have core inspect, I think is the plugin we're using. So that's as simple as that one is. Remember that if you need to investigate something or you need to ban someone, you take a screenshot of your screen up with F2 so that you provide the proof that somebody took something from the chest and who it was and at what time and etc. etc. And then also make sure that, oh, it actually says it, container instructions and container transactions, and it gives the XYZ. So that's the other important thing. If you have to post a ban, make sure to look at the XYZ of the container and make sure that that's in the ban post as well, and that way somebody else can come and also investigate that. And that's pretty much the end of that, so we can take CO inspect off, and then we are going to do quarries, and we are going to go over, I think, to my house. So let me home. We're gonna go over to my house where my quarry is, because then if it gets ruined, oh well. Oh boy, is this glitchy. Okay, so we're gonna go. This is not liking me right now. This game is just crying. There we go. Down I go.
Oh wow, you were.
Yeah, it's no, Zeno, it's crappy computer is what it is. That's what it is. So, and then we have I'm right there with you. And then, if you come down to the bottom, you'll see these two blocks behind you. These are called structure blocks. Actually, yeah, okay. So these are called structure blocks. This is how we allow people to refill their own quarry. Alright. I just wanted to have you take a look at it. And I would suggest giving them an item frame with a button, because if they put the button on there and someone clicks the button, then it will reset any progress they've done. So by this way, no one can take that out of the item frame but the person. So when you're done, give them put an item frame and a button up. Now we're going to go back up to the top, if I can get my computer to behave here. We're going to go back up to the top, and we'll actually use the structure blocks. And then you'll be able to see how to... The quarry in itself, the person is supposed to make. Quarries are I believe, 9x9 hole. Give me a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, I don't feel like that's right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Yes, 9.
Yeah, it's a 9 by 9 hole, and it goes down at least 56 blocks. I think that's how far our 56 blocks, I believe, is how far our schematic is. All right, I handmade this schematic, so because World Edit was messing up, so I handmade this schematic, and that's how far down our schematic goes. Now, if you hit the button and there's a bunch of extra on top, like a bunch of air on top, go ahead and fill it with sand or something like that. You know, if they want more dirt, fill it in with more dirt each time, etc., etc. But so what I'm going to try to do, you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here to where it doesn't matter if anything gets damaged, and I'm going to get a structure block. Structure block. Oop. Okay. So if you give yourself a structure block, all right, which is just using I structure, you know, and you'll see it fill out. I like the fact that it auto-fills now. And what we're going to do is I'm going to grab a group of different blocks, and we are going to, and I'm not going to accidentally throw my good tools into the garbage like an idiot. We're definitely not doing that. Okay, so we're going to grab 4 blocks, and so I'm going to make a square, sob uncontrollably as it takes me 3 minutes to place down anything. I'll make a square like this, and we're just going to double up. We're going to double up this square. Okay. And then I'm going to show you, okay, so let's say this is our the schematic you want to make. Okay. You're going to take your structure block. Where'd everybody go? Oh, there's it's like, where'd everybody go? You're going to take your structure block. Now, this is, it can only go 38 something high, which is why we need 2 structure blocks to do a refill for the server. But you are going to go down at a corner. You're going to go down 1 below the structure, and you're going to place a structure block. Then you're going to go to the opposite corner, and you are going to go 1 above the corner and place another structure block. Come on. There we go, like that. All right. Now, it's been a little while since I've dealt with these, so give me a second. So we're going to go down. We're going to right-click the structure block in front of us, and we are going to click where it says Data until it switches to Save mode. No, until it switches to Corner mode. So you'll see it a circle with a square. Ah, yes. Go ahead and jump into Creative. Sorry. This also ensures that even some of our people that can... You can't. Oh, you're an evaluator. Okay, hold on. Yeah, why don't you put him in Creative? He'll eventually need to learn this anyway. Is he in Creative?
There. Well.
Okay. So yeah. So you click on Data, then Save, then Load until it goes to Corner. When it says Corner mode, under Structure Name, we're going to say Cube. Q-U... Whoops. It doesn't accept capitals. So if you try to do that, it just gets rid of them. We're going to say Cube. And then we're going to say Done. Now you're going to go to the other one, which is at the other corner. And you are going to take it over to Corner mode again. And you are going to... Why can't you access it?
I don't know.
Oh, you have to be op.
Oh, okay.
God damn it. Alright, well, in that case, just follow along at home, I guess. So we're going to say done. And then when you're going to place a third block, and you're going to place the third block where you want it to copy from. So I'm going to place a third block in front of this sea lantern. I'm going to affect that third block by going into save mode, and I'm going to click the detect button. Oops, but first I'm going to put in the name, which is cube at the top, and I'm going to click the detect button. And it should detect. Okay, did you see that, Kayla?
Yeah.
Can you see the little white line that's appeared and the green line and whatever that's appeared around it? Yeah, go ahead and put in cube and hit detect.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So now what we're going to do is Minecraft Cube is its name. I'm going to, at the bottom right, above cancel, it actually says include entities off, and it has a save button. I'm going to say save. Okay, and now the next time that I place one of these, and we go into it, and then we go to load, and we type in cube as the structure name, and we click load. Now the lines that you see appear is where it is going to load it if you click load again. So we don't want it to load it there. We want it to load it in the same position, which means an awful lot of messing with the relative position part. So in the first one, I'm going to do -1, and then I'm going to say done. And you notice it shifts over. Did you see it shift?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So yeah, you see it now. So that was what we wanted. So we want to do -1 for the first one. We say done. The next time you hit load, if this is up, it will paste it. So only hit load once if it doesn't have lines. Then we're going to do -1 for the middle. Whoops. See, that goes too far into the ground. Yep, so we're going to do 0 for the middle. And then we are going to do 1 for that. And there we go. That's how we want it to paste. So now we go in there and we click load. And there you go. And that is exactly what we're doing with the refill schematic. Only in this case, if I say refill and I say load, oops, hold on a second. Refill 2, I think. Refill 1. Load, no, damn it. I called it something. There it is. Now see the lines?
Yeah.
Now what you would do is if you were in the bottom of the person's quarry is you would make these lines line up with their walls. And then you would hit load again.
Yeah.
And it's as simple as adjusting the relative position in the middle to make it do that. And then after you're done, you just hit load. All the rest of the stuff in there is exciting and great, I'm sure. Structural integrity and seed and blah, 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 blah. But
Yeah.
once you're done, okay, let me go back to cube. Once you're done, what the hell just happened here? Oh, whoops. Hold on a second. Load. Okay, so once you're done placing the cube, because you can see, even when they break this cube, it will have those outlines. So the last thing that you want to do is right-click.
Yeah, that was weird.
What? Oh.
You just teleported back for me.
Oh, yeah, my thing is being crappy. As you can see, the last thing you want to do is take the show bounding box off. And there you go. And it will get rid of those lines.
So where it just says show bounding box.
At the, yep. Yep, click it and it'll turn it off. Yep, and then you put a item frame and a button, and then they can infinitely click that without having to go into the cube. And that is the end of the time we have on this recording. In fact, that is literally the last second right now.